Think back to when you were 13 years old. What did your grandparents look like? In contrast, what do your children's grandparents look like today?
Depending on your age, your image of the elderly and growing old may vary. You may envision a parent or grandparent as a frail elder needing assistance or 24-hour care. They may walk with a cane, a walker, or be in a wheelchair. Today's seniors are in health clubs and even leading aerobics classes. How do you see your aging years?
We need to communicate with our aging loved ones. In order to be more effective, it is important to recognize how you relate to them now. What do you say? Are you afraid to talk to them? Or for some, perhaps you haven't spoken in years. On today's show, you will learn AgeTalk tips to change that. You will come out winning with your aging loved ones, get past your fear, and spend more time together. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
A glowing smile. The joy of having someone listen. The delight of a hug. The pleasure of receiving a visitor. Happiness they have not been forgotten. The exciting anticipation of a future visit. These are just a few of the benefits elderly residents enjoy when visited by caring volunteers. You too can provide more joy and friendship to the elderly in your community. Join us. For more information, go to agetalk.com.
Learn the power of AgeTalk. An ancient Chinese proverb says, "Your life works to the extent that you have relationship with your elders." Tap into the elder wisdom in your family. Fascinate your children and bridge the generation gap for good. Knock, knock, knock.
Perhaps you've had an experience with
Dad,
an
it's
aging
me.
parent and you didn't know what to say or do.
Candace, I'm here.
So you did
Yeah,
absolutely
I'm glad to see
nothing.
that, yeah.
Look what I found.
It's
Your
about
paper
time.
in the mail.
Yeah, it's about time that got here, but I don't know why it's so late. The heck with it. It's just not the way things used to be, and they're not right.
Effective communication
That feels
promotes
good to me. Does that
personal
feel good to
bonding
you?
between
That
family
feels
members
sorta
and
good.
reduces
We'll
isolation.
See how well it works
We'll
out.
see.
Knowing the basics of what to say
What
and
would
how
you
to
like to
relate
do?
to an aging loved one can
Oh,
change
I
your
don't know.
life.
Maybe go to a movie?
Go to a movie? We could see if we could do that.
Okay.
Now let's go over some tips and techniques for better communication. It may be helpful for you to think of an elderly person, someone like an aunt, uncle, or grandparent in a nursing home, an aging parent who lives with you, or an adopted elder friend.
Approach an elder from either right or left.
afternoon.
Greet the elder and introduce yourself. Look
Hi
into their
there.
eyes, not their physical appearance.
Well, hello.
Once you are standing
My name's
next to
Candace.
them,
What's your
remember
name?
to get down to their eye level.
Candace.
Crouch down,
I'm David.
bend down,
Sorry
or
to wake
simply
you.
get a chair. Get up
Well,
close
that's
and
okay.
face
I
them
don't
directly.
mind.
Nice to
This
meet
allows
you.
them to hear and see you.
I've seen you several
Also
days.
try letting the
Oh, wow.
elder
As I
look
walk
down at
by.
you.
Looks like you
This is
enjoy
a power
being on the front
position,
porch.
one they don't have very often.
Not too
Now
bad.
you are ready to
Really
have
out here.
fun.
Don't you think it's nice?
It is. You have created a circle of love, caring, and trust. The elder is able to relate to you better. It feels natural and comfortable. Being isolated is the biggest ingredient in their daily lives. When you use touch, touching on their arm, their shoulder, or holding their hand, elders feel nurtured and their feelings of isolation disappear.
Both you and
Well,
your
I wanna
elderly
thank you
loved
for
one
spending some
become
time
more
with me this
thoughtful
afternoon.
and more
Can I come back
thankful
and
of
see you
each
again
other.
next week?
Well,
Touch
I'd like
speaks
that.
without any
Can I give you a
words
big hug
being
before I go?
spoken.
I'd like that even
Touch
more.
communicates that you care. Elders are waiting for an opportunity to share themselves. Start a conversation. Simply say, "May I ask you some questions about your life?" If they say yes, be ready with your first question. Then sit back and listen. But if they say no, don't forget, even they have bad days. Simply set another time to see them.
You may also just try sitting together quietly with your aging loved one. This is healing too. We must learn to appreciate the silences as much as the conversation. The simplest things mean the most to them. After the intros, here are a few sample questions for your new elder friends. Where were you born? Where did you live as a child? What did you do for a living? Are you married? Do you have children or grandchildren? What was your most memorable vacation? What is your funniest life story? The following are sample questions for elder family members. What can you tell me about your sisters and brothers? Did you have any pets? What kind? As a child, did you have TV? What were your favorite shows? What was your favorite sport or hobby? Who was a memorable teacher and why? What family stories would you like to share? What activities did you enjoy with your grandparents? Up next, more Age Talk tips. How well do you listen? Are hugs good for your health? What type of hugger are you? We'll be right back.
You must like it if you're out here in California.
Magic happens when elders tell their stories. They feel renewed energy, health, and vitality. The stories weave elder wisdom into real-life situations that adults and children can understand. Their stories are invaluable. Listen intently from your heart and with an open mind. Avoid interruptions. If you don't like what you're hearing, just nod your head yes and listen. Let your aging loved one express what it is they need to say.
3 kids?
Remember to slow down. Practice patience. It may seem awkward at first, but your time will be well spent with them.
What did you used to
If
do
your
for
elder
work in your
repeats
life?
the same
What kind of a
story
career did you
or
have?
words, it's okay. Just listen.
What did you build?
Then simply ask a question to redirect the conversation. Be awake, interested, and willing to listen. Their words are golden.
You did.
We did.
When it is time to leave, acknowledge your elder and thank them.
It may be hard for the elder to let you go. Let them know you will be back again soon. Gracefully accept the gratitude and blessings that they share with you. Offer a hug. Hugs communicate love. Get permission first. Ask, may I give you a hug? Allow your elderly loved one the right to decline. You may offer a handshake instead. For most, the thought of receiving a hug is unstoppable. Be ready. Sharing a hug can be an experience. Hugs come in many shapes and forms, including bear hugs, don't let go of me hugs, pat on the back hugs, and of course, any grandma's favorite, the bear hug with the air kiss in your ear.
No matter what kind of hug you give or receive, the intention is the same, and that's to share love with another human being. So remember, the first secret to successful age talk is rekindling the bridge of life with your aging loved ones. Elders are temples of information. Everything we need to know, our elderly loved ones already know. You can't get this information in a master's degree or buy it at a local grocery store. You have to get it from your connection with the elders in your life. The information is just waiting for you. With these secrets to successful age talk, you can find what your heart longs for. That's all the time we have for today. We hope you had fun and learned some age talk tips that you can use in your life or share with a friend.
The choices and connections you and your family make are the foundation for generations to come.
Thank you for spending part of your day with us here at Age Talk. We look forward to seeing you again next time.